got bits, but not for him. Answer the door. Stew and ale. Got bits, but not for him.
Okay. I don't have any
Merry
space
Christmas.
for it.
All right. So you exit the building from being in town talking to those people, and as soon as you walk out, you hear shouts, screams, danger. You hear the sounds of people yelling, "There's a dragon! Cultists!" You look to the skies, and there's a large blue dragon shape flying above and swooping down. You look up the street. There are flames that burst out of the houses, people running in your direction, and you see a lot of menacing faces. Several of them are like dog-like. Some of them wear masks that depict a... I can hear echo.
Is this Dragon Queen?
Can you turn off the echo? Okay. You masks depicting dragon faces as they rush towards you, and with that, everyone roll for initiative. As you see two groups of cultists coming your direction. From down the way, you can see a large dragon crash into the streets, looking at everything, ready to destroy.
Oh, there's our characters.
Muted. Okay, now you can talk.
Oh, this is Dragon Queen.
Yes, it is!
April Fools.
April Fools.
Ah, you got us.
I was like, I don't remember anything about a dragon.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
I'm like, I don't think that much happened.
It's like,
What, you're starting level 1 characters, right?
Oh god.
yeah, it's like, I don't have that in my notes, but okay.
It's Lucy.
Alright, Gwyn and Khalas, roll another charisma. Charisma.
Another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gwyn,
what happened last time? What actually happened last time?
but actually, okay, going back to the start of my notes, so to refresh myself. See, all back at the inn, rest through the night. Next day, at dawn, we went downstairs to eat breakfast. There was a variety, you know, we had biscuits, bacon, tea, someone had oats, another person had steak. So that happened. And then Delta was reading the paper. Nothing too interesting in it. Then we started to discuss what we were going to do and where we were going to start our day. And we... Oh, yeah, that's right. We started talking about what we knew and what we'd learned. And then we decided to go to the embassy and ask about Madame Velcru to see, since she's rich and knows a lot of people, maybe she would know something or could point us in the right direction. So we went to the embassy, and the embassy pointing us in the direction of the Hawk Feather residence. When we arrived at the Hawk Feather residence, we found out that they were having it was like a tea or something. It was like a noon tea. I'm not exactly sure that's what it was, but it was some kind of like social gathering. And so we did not look the part. We would not have fit in. So we decided to go shopping quickly. And we went to a dress shop. Khalas got some, I believe she got shoes because she already had the gown, the robes that she needed for her, I just want to say religious, but I can't remember what the actual, like, not sacramental, the
Vestments.
thank you, vestment. I was like, sacramental, man, I was like, that is so wrong. The vestments. So she got shoes, and Delta and I each got dresses and shoes, and I believe Guryev went to a different shop that sold men's clothing, and I believe he got a new cloak.
He got an outfit to match his cloak that looked nice.
An outfit to match the cloak. I just remember cloak being mentioned. And so once we were ready, we returned and knocked on the door and asked and about Madame Belcrute. She was pointed out to us. The host was very, kind and hospitable, and she called Madame Belcrute over, and we got to talking to her, and she told us a little bit about Falia? Am I saying her name correctly?
Yes.
Okay, Falia, and apparently Falia used to attend these teas, and on one or two occasions, she brought a new boyfriend, which had not previously been mentioned to us. So we were asking about her boyfriend, getting some information about him. Which we learned that he was tall with short hair, brown eyes, slender, young. We got the feeling that he did manual work, and that he was a sailor or worked sailing, something to do down by the docks, which is where she met him. I have Horizons Sales. Father's business owns docks. I'm not sure if the boyfriend worked for Horizon Sales, or if I just wrote that down as a side note. But this is at noon, and I believe that's where we left off. At least that's where my notes leave off.
Yes. In the time it took you to talk to your evening friend, it was the majority of tea time, and all the ladies were getting up to leave and about their business, and it's about mid-afternoon at this point, and you were leaving the Hawk Feather residence and deciding where to go to next.
Weren't we wanting to go down to the docks? Wasn't that the general consensus?
Yeah.
Since that seems to be where the boyfriend worked, and he seemed kind of sketchy. I know we had a couple of theories, but I think we should head to the docks. We can question people there.
To the docks, you say?
Yeah. Does anyone else have like an idea of, if we should go somewhere else, or is everyone in agreement that we should go to the docks?
We did have the information of the boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
who was a sailor, right?
Yes. And I don't know about everyone else, but this boyfriend, I just kind of got a bad feeling just how he was being described. I kind of wonder
I don't know, it
if
sounded like he was very attentive.
But, like, was he too attentive? Like, was he scoping stuff out? Or was he just bored and people watching? I don't know. It leaves me curious. Guryev, do you have anything to pipe in?
No,
No.
not at the moment.
Okay. Well, does everyone agree we should go to the docks, or would you like to try somewhere else?
I think the original idea was to go to the docks,
Okay.
look for information on the the business partner, and now for the boyfriend.
Okay. Then we should head to the dock.
Okay. So you make your way down the street. You're still wearing your rather fancy attire that you recently purchased. And you make your way all the way down south to the business part of the docks. It's very busy at this time of day, mid-afternoon. A lot of coming and going of both wagons and just wares coming in and out. The buildings here, the businesses, are not so empty at this, or not so full at this point, being as all the people who visit places like the Sailor's Own are working hard to get their daily wages. And you get to the docks. And the sea air hits you pretty hard as you get here, and looking around as the people are making their way through. Kind of have to weave in and out to get past all the people rushing by.
So it's late afternoon when we arrive, right? Because it shouldn't take us too long to get there from the tea.
Yes.
Okay. Just making notes of time in my notes.
Sorry, I had to refresh my roll 20.
It says you're muted.
I'm muted, yeah, because we were gonna use.
No, Amanda's muted.
Oh, she was Okay, now it's not. She was reloading everything because it only showed her and
I was
Alex
reloading roll 20,
in the game.
not this. This should
know.
be fine.
Oh, I either. I'm down.
I don't know where to go or who to talk to. I think just maybe try to find people who did business and know them before the other guy disappeared.
So we could just talk to like other sailors, ones that actually look like they are sailing,
Did we have any
not merchants.
defining information about him? Didn't we ask about tattoos or something?
His name was Demetrius. Demetrius.
And I heard that no one drinks beer like Demetrius.
Like sailors. We do have a description of him. He was maybe mid-20s, dark brown, almost black hair, strong brown eyes, very muscular.
Gaston.
Had markings on his upper right arm, so maybe that's a start. Maybe we just look for any sailors. Sorry. It's really weird doing this with people looking at me.
We're all watching you.
Alright. Just pretend you're not here.
Next week we'll have cameras.
Yeah, next week we'll have cameras. Baby steps. As I was saying, he had some markings on his upper right arm, so perhaps that's what we should be looking for. Any sailors that might have any tattoos on their right arm.
I mean, it's better than looking for any sailors with tattoos, period, I
think we
guess.
could also eliminate all of the sailors that don't have right arms.
They can't be a part of that group.
That would follow, yes.
And I think they would have to have both legs, unless they have fancy prosthetics that they actually have footprint. But that's a suggestion.
What time is it in the day?
It's like
Game time.
afternoon.
Late afternoon?
Late afternoon?
Yeah.
Like maybe 4? 5?
Yeah, 4.
So I think heading down to the bar might be worth a stop.
Ooh.
Because I'm sure some sailors and workers might be getting off shift. So then we can go and see who all comes into the establishment.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
I too would like a drink.
You guys were down here the other night, a bit longer than I was. Did you see a pub or a tavern nearby
there was
that
one-
might interest?
There was one mentioned in the note. That's the one we were at.
Oh yes, that's right. We should go there.
Indubitably.
All right.
Who wants to lead the way? 'Cause I don't know where I am going.
We're off to find the wizard.
I guess
believe-
I'll
Do we
lead.
need to ask?
I believe
Okay,
you
I was gonna
all went to
Or did we all go there? Okay.
yes before you split up to do your own thing, side quests.
I couldn't remember if I actually went there or not. Okay.
All right, so you get to the docks and immediately turn around and head back up, trying to find this tavern you've been to before. Scouting out, you wanted to look for suspicious behavior or any kind of thugs that were bouncers.
Mhm. I wonder if it's suspicious to wear tea party dresses to a tavern full of sailors.
You might get some unwanted attention.
That's what I'm kind of thinking. But I don't want to take time to change.
And where to change?
Yeah.
The alley.
All the way back to the hotel and come back.
Yeah. Exactly. It would take forever.
Ugh, just the worst.
Okay.
Trying to find the art that I used.
I thought it said Happy Friday. It says Hi Cap Freddy.
It says
Hi, Cat Friday.
Oh, the A looks like a D. Like it's Hi Cap Freddy.
Apparently that's me in my wedding dress.
Oh, you are.
It has a cat face on it.
Apparently.
Oh, I thought that they drew you exceptionally busty. but now I see the face.
Yeah.
And you have like a fish with a bicycle in its stomach.
Apparently, I guess. I'm not too sure on that. Maybe that's the veil with flowers on it.
Also, your hair is very luscious,
Yeah. I was
and
not like that.
your 4 eyelashes.
Off topic.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Are you guys at Althea's?
No.
No.
We are at an undisclosed location.
We're at your house, Cassie.
Don't
My
turn
My house is
around.
kind of small. Yeah,
Okay.
my house is kind of small. I don't know if I'd be able to fit you all in here.
This.
There's corners you don't know about. Alright, so you walk back up north, retracing your steps to find the Sailor's Own. And it's a lot less busy than last time, since you are now earlier in the day than the day before. Actually, it's been only a day since you were here before. It seems like so long ago, but you are now at the outside of the Sailor's Own. The streets are more packed than the tavern itself. From inside, you look and it's mostly empty. There's a couple people getting an early start on the evening. You head inside? Are you looking for
Yes.
something else?
No. Head inside.
Okay. So you head inside. It's a pretty lazy feel of a tavern. Kind of lounge-ish setting before the rush shows up. There are a couple people that are scattered around, a couple at a table and one at the bar. Behind the bar is a female barkeep that is chatting it up with one of the patrons at the sitting there having a drink. You feel as though this is seat yourself kind of situation.
I think it would be best if we grab a table.
I think we should go in the middle of the room. I mean, we are already. Do we change?
No.
No.
I think we are wearing inappropriate attire, so why not draw all the attention? Instead of trying to look like we're trying to hide ourselves.
That's a good point. It got so comfortable. in my vestments.
Guryev will just walk to the middle table in the middle of the room and sit down.
As you all approach the middle of the center of the room, the tavern keep stops her conversation with the patron, just kind of like stares at you. The patron kind of looks over when she stops talking to him, and gets a big grin on his face.
Oh God, we're gonna get robbed.
He turns back to his drink, and you can hear a low.
Is there? I'm gonna go to the barkeep and be like, "Excuse me, do you happen to have a room available?"
Well, we just might. Are you missing your invitation to the castle?
No, we're preparing for a trip. So we just thought we'd stay by the docks in advance before we leave in a few days.
Ah. Well then. Yes, we do have a couple rooms. Is it just the 4 of you?
Yes?
Well, okay then. It will be 50 silver per room.
Inside check.
You can roll an insight check if you want.
Do I hear this? Do I hear this conversation?
You,
About how far away are they?
like 20 feet. I mean, they aren't trying to be quiet, so you can hear just like the gist of what's going on.
I mean, it's not too busy either.
Oh, I was gonna roll an insight check and see if she's like bullshitting or if like that's actually their price.
Well, you kind of look around this place. It seems like a upstanding establishment, even though you might just get sailors in here.
Empty net?
It's not quite a dive bar, but it's just like a nice place for workers to go. So you aren't quite sure whether it's a good price or not.
It's where all the supervisors hang out.
All the captains. Alright, that sounds like a fair price, and I'll give him 30 silver.
30?
It was 50.
50 per
Oh,
room.
50!
Per
I
room.
thought 15.
That's why-
alright,
that's why I
we'll
was-
take one room, and I'll give him 50 silver.
Him? Her?
Her, sorry.
Gosh, intentionally misgendering the.
Who am I to? I don't see gender.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Are you
Oh,
her?
Oh yeah, we have a token. Neat.
yeah, I forgot I didn't have that on the right layer. She kind of looks over at the patron, and he just like, you hear a more of a and she looks back at you and says, "All right, well, while you are staying here, would you like any drinks or food? I'm guessing if you're waiting and you're
Yes, I'm sure we will be ordering some food. For now, I think we would like to go and change into the bedroom, and get into some proper evening wear.
Guryev is still in the process of sitting down. He's milking the shit out of like using his cane to sit down and like going.
still
And then,
pulling
like,
the
right as she
chair out
says-
from the table."
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll be right back with the key. If you have your drinks ready, drink orders ready, I will take them as soon as I get back. She'll turn and head around the corner into the back. Return shortly, I guess. And have a very simple looking silver key that she places. You are room 12, second floor. Would you like
Thank
to
you.
order anything?
Well, I'm gonna. Are we?
Miss?
Do we have a plan like on what we're gonna do? We're just gonna go out there and change.
Yeah, I believe we were going to just go up and change
okay.
before ordering.
Okay. Then just tell her we'll be back down.
We'll be right back down to order. We'd really just like to go up and change our attire.
Well, I'll be here.
All right, wonderful. And I'll go and tell, if the rest of the people aren't around me, I'll go and get the rest of the group. We can go upstairs and change. List. We can go upstairs and change our attire and be less suspicious. I've purchased a room.
Okay.
Sounds like a good plan. But I will go up to the room to change. Oh, sorry.
All right. You exit the main tavern area and head up the stairs. From there, you can tell that the setting is very quiet, like it's suddenly been muted from the outside. You go up, and these halls are fairly narrow as you make your way, just over like 7 feet across, and you make your way down and find your room. Unlock it, open it up, and you can see a pretty smallish room. It's like got a single bed, a chair, a sitting chair, and a vanity, and then like a very poor excuse for a toilet, like just like a, what is it?
A latrine? A
No,
little,
I'm
like...
thinking of like a cover. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Just like a wow, I can't think. Chamber pot. That's it.
Cassie,
Yes.
your cat is scratching a lot of poop media, or whatever he's doing. And you can hear it on your mic.
Oh.
He's just sitting there, he's shoveling someone a grave.
I am going to ask Guryev. Guryev, could you please get up the bag folding so I could get my equipment out?
Oh, he's still downstairs. He's still standing up.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I'm just kidding. No, I would have gotten up like a regular person and come up with you guys. After making that whole scene of sitting down. But yeah, I'll be up there and I'll get the bag out.
Alright, and then I'm gonna quickly like take my vestments off and put my leathers on, my armor and stuff on.
Should I get the token of Khalas changing?
No.
My goodness.
That's just in case somebody walks in on me while I'm taking a bath.
Okay. So you all situate yourself so that one person is able to change without too much intrusion.
Yay.
Yay, you're all changed.
Excellent. And it was cheaper than having to go get new clothes and get a changing room.
That solves that side quest.
And then I guess once we're all changed, we'll just head downstairs.
No, alright.
Yep.
You're back in your shabby looking clothing. Clearly you've had adventures in this. And you go back to the same table that you were at. A couple more people have shown up.
Yes.
It has taken you to
At this table, are we able to see like the people that come in?
Yeah, you're like
Okay.
There's the doorway. You're basically right there in the center of the room, and then the bar is off to the left side. The stairs are up on the right. And when the barkeep sees you in your new old attire, she pipes up, "Ah, you fix up rather nice."
Well, yeah, we do prefer this on the regular. The other thing was for something rather unusual that we don't normally attend, but
Sure.
feels good to be in normal, comfy clothing.
Well, now that you're in more comforts and your belts have been loosened, what can I fill your bellies with?
Guryev was gonna sit down at the table that we were at and get out the cask of wine and his own cup and pour himself a glass.
Cool. I'm gonna see that and roll my eyes, and I'm gonna be like, I'll take a glass of white if you have it.
Like like
I would like some beef stew.
Oh, and some bread and cheese would be wonderful.
That sounds great. Any other drinks for y'all?
I would take some tea if you have it.
I will have I'll have a turkey leg. Is what I will order.
Alright.
Oh my gosh, what is that noise?
What?
I want food though. I don't need a drink. I have a drink right here.
I'll get that started for you. That'll be 16 silver, 20 copper.
I can do I'll pay for it. You said 16 silver and how many copper?
20.
I'm just gonna give you 17 silver.
Oh, Mrs. Moneybags over here.
Are you Russian or Irish?
Yeah, are you Irish now?
You leprechaun now.
Hi, that's me gold. You fucking thief.
Thank you very much. He takes your silver and goes in the back and puts in your order. You can see a few more people start to file in. Most of them are like larger men, orcs, couple dwarves, and they make their way into the tavern. It's getting, as more people file in, it's getting a bit louder as the general ambience is increased.
Why do I have a rat plushie? Who gave me a rat plushie?
Oh, that's for the cat.
Oh, okay.
That's for Lucy.
You should probably add our fancy clothes to that.
Oh, okay.
I will keep my vestments in my bag.
Oh, you're too good. You're too good for me. Is that what you're saying?
What is this accent?
That one is Scottish.
Just go through all the
I'm an
accents you
imposter.
can think of.
Guryev's like already drunk. That's Guryev's drunk talking.
It's
no,
great wine.
He's trying to blend in.
Yeah, it's trying.
That's really good wine. Okay,
Okay.
we're just really good friends.
It's super drunk. I'm gonna put my vestments in my bag because I don't trust not having them.
So who does want their stuff in the bag?
You can put mine in the bag.
I want my fancy clothes in the bag.
All right. How much do you think it would weigh per person for fancy clothes?
I think it was 2 pounds.
Okay.
Delta.
No, 6 pounds per. My bad. Alright, you stuffed your fine clothes in the bag of holding.
Does anyone match the? Has anyone come in soon since we've been there? Has any of them matched the description loosely of the person that we're looking for?
You can
Of our Gaston.
you can roll perception, investigation, insight, one of those.
Perception. 25.
Damn. Anyone else?
You said I could roll investigation.
Yes.
God damn. Oof.
Guryev is working on his accents to pay attention to.
Yeah, man.
Anything
Working on all the accents.
But you are looking at this group of people as they walk in. The tavern keep quickly gets you your food and drink, heads back behind the bar to serve the mass amount of people coming in. As these people are walking in, you notice that there's a lot of people of that kind of description. I mean, you're all looking at sailors. These men are clean cut, bulky, fairly young. They've done a lot of manual labor to keep them in shape and keep them energized.
Do any of them look like their name might be Demetrius?
There's quite a few Demetriuses in there,
Oh,
but
man.
none of them match the description that you might get.
Do any of them look like they should be on a romance novel?
Yeah. Shoot, what's his name? Fabio?
Fabio?
No, not Fabio.
Not Fabio.
Not Fabio. We're looking for tall, dark, and handsome.
Looking for Antonio Banderas.
Ooh, yeah.
My name is Antonio Banderas.
Come with me.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
You're looking for a Jason Momoa.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, Jason Momoa, he talks like this. Something similar.
So you are seeing a lot of that description. Nothing exactly like.
Are all of them wearing clothes, or are any of them like wearing are shirtless?
No, they're
'Cause
all
if
naked.
They're just-
Well, no, I'm just
are there any Tarzans, like just loincloths?
if there are any that are shirtless, Khalas is going to immediately turn redder and avert her eyes.
Cast silence.
There's a lot of them with
Darkest.
the deep V that goes all the way down, almost to the belly button, where it's just showing chest hair and
Khalas gets a nosebleed.
Sleeveless.
Yeah, Khalas is staring.
Like,
She gets a nosebleed.
Dude, her head's turned away.
Here
but
didn't
her
teach me
eyes
about
are
this.
looking.
Oh my dear. I can't handle that here. It's too much for my virgin eyes.
hi, mis ojos.
Mis ojos. But I guess those are what we're looking for. The young men.
Khalas, with that super high perception, you were just watching intently.
You're
looking at tattoos
Muscles.
and muscles and
Muscles
I'm
flexing.
feeling things that I don't know
Sweat
what
glistens.
the feelings are, and I'm just I find myself staring, and then realizing I'm staring, I'm oh my dear. Oh, I need to avert my eyes.
Hold up. Let's see. Okay, I guess I noticed that.
Khalas is visibly
You don't notice any of the guys in the room, but you do notice Khalas has noticed all the guys in the room.
Are you looking for numbers? I can probably ask one of them if they are available.
Numbers like their size or what?
I mean,
What
if that
How
is
much
your
they
prerogative.
How much they lift?
Sure,
How much they make?
if that's what size you're talking about.
How much they make?
What numbers are you speaking?
What numbers are you speaking of? So I see several gentlemen that have tattoos, like
Yeah.
on their right arms.
So the description that she gave you, you do like see a couple like similar, but not quite what you're looking for. You do notice that one of them, a dwarf, has like kind of like an A shirt, but
Everything okay?
Someone got attacked.
Yeah, what?
that's probably really loud.
It sounds
What
like
happened?
it fell downstairs.
Oh, I just dropped my mic.
Like,
Oh,
I thought it was a cat.
I thought.
Wasn't
yeah,
me, my mic was
I got
muted.
attacked. My microphone attacked me.
Are you sure it wasn't the cat?
Take 2 non-lethal. So like the ones that kind of fit the description, I'm going to point out.
Well, I was
Two,
saying,
I guess.
you notice a dwarf with like the exact same that she described. So like someone possibly, but not in the physical description, but the tattoo description is right on.
man, Guryev is really disappointed because he just had an idea, but he's not in the right clothes for
Maybe
it to work.
maybe they have like some sort of group and they all have the same tattoo.
But then I'm gonna.
That's what I'm
Maybe we should talk to him.
Then
Yes,
I'm.
but probably not all of us at once.
Guryev.
Just me.
Khalas, you go.
Guryev is has an idea, and he's not sure how well it'll play out, but he's not going to ask anyone about it, and he's just going to say, and then she said that this Demetrius guy was just a total flake, and he ran away, and it was an embarrassment to the entire place. Can you believe that?
Okay.
I'm just looking at him.
Yeah.
No.
I know, it's crazy.
Bye-bye.
And I say there's no way, because any person that's supposed to be a sailor, he's supposed to be like the strongest man. But she said that he was a super weakling, and that her sister said that her brother even beat him up once.
You don't say.
Said her brother.
We are gossiping out loud.
But it takes me a minute, but then I'm like, oh, my eyes get big.
I'm pretty
yes,
sure.
I heard
Like,
that too.
I'm pretty sure she said Demetrius, but it might have been like Douglas or something, some stupid name like that. I don't know.
So
And wasn't she commenting on his tattoos and how silly they were?
Yeah, she said that they were horribly done. Like he got his younger brother or something that was trying to do it for free, to give them some practice. That's what I heard. I heard they were awful.
That he was willing to pay an exposure.
Yeah, I know.
Wasn't even willing to actually pay in money.
It was awful.
So a lot of people have filed in by the time you started saying this and noticing these people. So you have to be talking really loud, like over the entire crowd, just like practically shouting this information that you're giving out.
Yes,
And-
I am pretending to be
he's
extraordinarily
kinda
drunk.
drunk.
I understand why, but like you're just like
Hmm.
super loud, and like people are like kind of looking at you, like, what the fuck is his problem? They've got their drinks and they kind of like get up and they look to the tavern keep, and she's just like, she's going as fast as she can. She can't really break apart from what she's doing to go and speak to you, and some of the others are like, what is he saying? Do you continue?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what I would say next. I don't know.
Just act more
If anyone else wants to jump in and or if we're just gonna cut that loose.
Let's see.
Oh, he said one time. Sorry. Our sister said one time that he tried to pick her up and carry her inside, and he almost fell over because he could barely carry her. I'm not sure if she was just that big or if he was that weak. I don't remember.
A man like that would be no good as a sailor.
What? Yeah. And then I'm gonna accidentally I guess misplace my cup on the table as it's almost empty, and then it fall on the ground, and then I'm gonna reach down and fall off the chair.
All right. Well, you're being pretty loud, so one of the patrons at the bar kind of gets up off the stool and walks over. This super tall, 7 foot tall half orc kind of is coming over. He's like, are you gonna keep being loud? I'm gonna have to get you out of here.
I've been practicing some of your language. Do you want me to try some? Do you want to see if you can understand my orcish?
I'd like to hear you no more. I'm getting tired of your noise in here.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I can fix that, and I'll cast silence on our table.
All right. So you in silence. Sheesh.
Oh God.
Suddenly everything becomes quiet, and
I'm gonna look around I'm gonna look around like I'm scared, like I don't know what's going on.
It's about 75% full. This bar at this point.
You can take them.
I mean, everyone can take. You're 9th level.
Damn.
But it's just silence, and everyone just what? You can hear at the edge of the circle. People kind of look in as this sphere of silence explodes outward, and the patrons get up from their tables and pat their ears and
I thought you only cast it on our table.
No, it's a radius.
It's 20
I cast
feet.
it. The center is at our table, but it expands out in 20 feet in every direction in a circle.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that solves the noise complaint.
And yeah, just everyone's just and the tavern keep is at the edge of it. I said about 20 feet away. And she's just
oh, it even worked on Alex.
What?
I can hear him.
Oh, I don't hear it. I don't hear him say anything.
It worked on Taylor.
There we go.
Yeah, it worked on Taylor.
Yeah,
I can't hear
apparently.
anything. The tavern keep just kind of looks around, and she looks at everyone, kind of judging people's behavior based on what they're doing and what they can hear. And they
I'm
kind
pretending
of
I'm deaf.
they point to your table. What are the 3 others?
I'm going to cast Dispel Magic when I notice that Guryev has done that, and wait, I can't though, can I?
It's verbal.
Yeah, it's verbal. God damn it!
I think we tried this before in town.
Nothing defeats
Baldur's Gate.
silence.
I EMP'd the group.
Oh my God.
I don't think I have anything that works either. Detect.
Well,
if I notice she tries to cancel it, I'll turn it off. I'll stop it.
well,
Okay.
so, how would you notice that she's trying to cancel it?
If
Because you
I
can't
thought
hear
that
anything.
if she was trying to, if I looked like she was trying to cast something, I figure it's probably gonna be dispel magic, and she'd probably shoot me daggers.
Yeah, I look very angry and annoyed at him, and then when I'm looking at the barkeep, I'm gonna look very apologetic and try and mouth, "I'm so sorry."
And then I'll drop it.
Okay. Well, she will look at you. It sounds like the three, only Guryev acted like something happened. So she saw the other three of you just like kind of sitting there and not really like looking at the half orc, but you don't really like react huge to a silence spell because this has happened before. And she sees the table and she's just like leering at you. She puts down the cup she was filling, and with that the silence evaporates, and suddenly a wave of chatter and people like yelling at the top of their lungs trying to hear their own voice. And she's like, what was that?
As soon as this voice comes down, I'm gonna be like, Guryev, that was not okay.
Drinks on me.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. My comrade here has definitely had too much to drink and will be cut off.
Yes.
I think it's time for him to retire to the room.
I think
Yes.
I'll be taking the key back. You are not welcome in our establishment. That kind of behavior is not allowed. She holds out her hand to Khalas.
We're all kicked out. It wasn't us. It was him.
As far as I know, you're all together.
Well,
Please
he can.
leave
If we
before
kick him out,
anyone gets hurt, including
If
him,
you-
and she'll point to the half-orc. I was just trying to keep it quiet in here. These people are making a ruckus.
I'm gonna try to say in broken orcish that you did a good job.
I did do a good job. He's kind of like looking around, not sure who spoke orcish to him. Like his half-orc buddies aren't in here. Yeah. Go me. I did do a good job.
I would say you should ask for a raise. You did a really good job.
I did
But it's
such a
like,
good job.
But it's
Nobody
like,
could
it's
hear
like a
anything.
super broken.
All right. Well, consider this a warning. You get one warning. Anything else, and you're out.
yes, we understand. Thank you. So, again, sorry. So sorry for our friend. And I'm gonna just glare at Guryev.
I guess we're the 320 Blazits now.
She'll turn and head back to the bar. You can see that there's a what is it called? Shit. Whatever. Second barkeep, I guess. Pouring drinks and helping her out. She'll go back around and.
I'm gonna give the orc guy. I'm gonna give the orc guy gold before he leaves, and say in comment that he did a good job.
He'll swipe up the gold coin. Growl at you. Walk back to his drink, and like he'll like look at it. He's like, "Who drank my beer?" Slam it down. So with that, what would you like to do next?
Cleric Guryev.
Yeah, I think in like a little more
We
time
will
down.
make you roll the dice.
I think
Maybe you'll go to sleep.
I am just hoping it'd be a lot harder to flush out the person if he thinks we're talking bad about him than if we go around trying to find him.
I mean, we could have. There was that dwarf that had very, very similar markings that was described, and we could have gone, one of us, to talk to him.
I mean, we still can, but I think he might be relaying a message for us, but they don't know.
Maybe.
Was he still there? Do we still see him?
Is that dwarf still there?
Yeah, he was like at the far wall, kind of watching the commotion happening. But he's with a couple other sailors there.
And none of them left the table?
No.
Good plan. Good plan. They clearly do not care of a drunkard's wailings.
You never know. They might have sensitive egos.
I guess we'll sit around and wait and just watch them.
Okay.
I'm gonna pour another glass of the wine and walk it over to the orc and give it to him.
Romancing this orc now.
Yeah, he'll be my muscle.
I know an orc like you. You want to hear a story about him? He rode off into the sunset on a demon's butt.
I'm also gonna have the orc book in my hand.
Draw me like one of your Faerun orcs.
And I am just gonna go try to talk orc with him and try to learn it a little bit better.
All right. I thought you were fluent in orc.
What?
I thought you were fluent in orc.
No, I was learning orc.
Oh, is that one of the languages you were learning? Okay.
Yeah, orc, and then after orc, goblin.
All right. World persuasion.
With advantage.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, because you made him angry.
Fine.
You deafened him.
Well, this isn't gonna go anywhere.
I drink first.
Damn.
Alright.
Not even close.
Well,
Maybe.
You bring up the flagon of wine that you have, and you like offer it as a peace offering, and he kind of looks over his shoulder. He looks down at what's in the cup. He swipes it away like he did the coin. He growls at you, and he like just drinks it. He's kind of like faux anger at this point, because you gave him money and you gave him a drink, and so he's just like mad at you just for the principle of being mad at you, but he's enjoying your gifts. This is Stardew Valley.
Only 2 gifts per day. No more gifts.
Yeah, no more gifts. You can't give them. So what? As the night goes on, you notice that even more and more like show up. People come and go, but at this point, it's like at 90% capacity. It's pretty full. All the tables are full with only a couple chairs that are vacant of people. You can tell that, like, looking around, some sailors aren't even like close friends, and they'll sit down at a table and like just have like a minor chat just to talk about something, to rant about their day and whatnot to someone who would know the same. But this dwarf, and with him you see like a fairly burly elf. There's a gnome in leathers at the table next to the wall with them, and they're there all night. They seem to like have want to party all night and drink all day. So do you stay for the most part? You don't make any other moves?
Not me.
So that's the people that's with the dwarf. The gnome, the burly elf?
Yeah.
Like, how muscular is this elf? Asking for a friend.
Asking for Delta,
For science.
yeah. Well, he's in like a tunic. The dwarf has like a little bit of a V with a lot of little chest hairs coming out, dark. But the elf is much more covered up. Tunic reaches down to his like elbows, and it's a bit tight. You can see his muscles and his biceps in him. But he's mostly chill, while the dwarf and the gnome are the active ones.
I gonna turn
Come
to-
in.
I think we should perhaps go and investigate further. Maybe try and talk to one of them over in that section. I mean, they seem to all be comrades, and again, they have the similar markings as Demetrius.
This is like a teenage boy trying to ask a girl out, and they travel in packs.
How does one approach a member of the other gender?
Opposite sex. With others just watching, judging.
I guess Khalas is gonna be like, all right, well, fine, I'll do it myself. And Khalas is gonna go and buy a drink for the elf and have the barkeep like take it to him.
So you're not gonna take it to him yourself? You're just gonna send it over?
No, I'm too scared.
Okay.
But like, yeah, you can. If he asks who it's from, you can tell him it's from me and my table.
She kind of like has her eye open with one eyebrow up higher, and is like, are you sure you don't want to take it to him for?
But I don't really know what to. How do you talk to the opposite sex? I don't I don't know what to say, and what if he's not interested and rejects? But this way, it's just a friendly opening, and he's welcome to come and talk to me if he's interested, or he gets a free beer.
She kind of like leans over the bar and tugs at your collar and says, "You're a bit tight. You could loosen up there a bit. I think if you went up and found your other clothing, you'd get more attention."
In my vestments, my priest's vestments? I don't think so.
Maybe borrow a dress from one of your friends.
Do you know anything about them? Are they regulars?
She'll look over at the three of them. Yeah, I see them a couple times a week.
Do you think I have a shot?
Is it just three?
They come and go occasionally. They are looking for anyone. It depends on if you're looking for long term or just tonight.
I don't know what that means.
Well,
but
long
if you
term
think
it
they're open to
is.
talking, I guess I could. Well, go ahead and send them the drink, and I'll be over there. And if they are accepting, then I will go and talk to them, and I'll pay for the drink.
Okay. So she'll like just nod and grab a quick one. She'll like look over to her assistant. I'll be right back. Be a quick one. And she'll take the drink over to them. And when she does, she leans down really close, and over the noise you can't hear what's going on, but she'll like She won't point, but she'll just kind of like look over and nod in your direction, and the three of them just like turn their heads and look at you.
I will try and give my best
Wave
smile
awkwardly.
and wave.
Alright, she'll like look over, put the drink down, and head back to the bar. And the dwarf has his back to the wall, so he can just like look straight out throughout the whole area without having to turn his head. The gnome has his back facing the establishment, and so he's just like leaning over, watching. As soon as like even after the tavern keep leaves, he just watches, just keeps watching. He'll turn over and then turn back as if to say something to his dwarf friend, and the elf has like his arms folded and is got his profile to you, so he'll be looking over like, oh yeah.
I guess insight check. We're gonna insight check this. 19.
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to see if he was like appreciative of the drink, and if he's like open to talk. So like if I could go over there and talk to him, or if he seems like not interested.
The dwarf?
No, the elf.
Or the elf? Oh, okay.
I guess all of them in general. Like if I can approach their table,
So
how welcoming would it be?
the dwarf picks up the mug of drink that you purchased, and he'll raise it up to you, take a swig, and the elf will eventually turn back to the table and start. You can see his profile start talking to the other two, and the gnome will finally swivel back around and like talk to the two of them. But the dwarf has still got his free mug and is still like locking eyes with you, just waiting.
So wait, so she gave the mug to the dwarf and not the elf?
She placed it on the table.
I see. I'm gonna be like, oh god. I'm gonna try and do my best to look like
they thought I had
like
bad
a
choices.
smile and like a hi wave, awkward wave. And I'm gonna turn to the table. They're like, I think we have it in. Should we go and approach them?
Do we?
Well, you could stay here. I don't know if any of them might be interested in you.
When I say we, I mean not you.
I mean, you kind of did piss everyone
Well,
off.
in that case, I guess I might go to bed then. Actually, I'm not even at the table. I don't think. So how long has it been? Roughly.
I mean, it's been a while. Khalas has been staring at them for a while.
I would say after about like 30 minutes, if the orc is like talking to me, then I'll leave him alone after that and come back to the table. So if it's been longer than 30 minutes, then I'd be at the table again.
Oh yeah, it's been a couple hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anywhere from like
It's
30 minutes to an
getting to
hour,
evening.
I would have come back.
So like, what if us girls go and talk to the table and you stay on guard and just watch and observe?
On
them?
guard. What do you think I'm going to do? Pray them to death? Like that is.
Well, I mean, you could give a signal, or if something looks amiss.
Like, you want more silence?
No.
That's a good signal.
We don't want to get kicked out.
Yeah, we don't want to get kicked out.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, if you get hurt too bad, I guess I can spare you from dying. That's about it, though.
Well, but at least, like, observe them, see how they behave. I don't know if he could get rid of his own
What-
truth. Probably
What are your thoughts on banish?
banish, like banish us.
No, like something happens and just banish them.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen.
Oh, okay. Well then, running out of options.
What if you?
I guess I could brave enfeeblement.
Yep, that's a great one.
That's a classic.
That's a classic.
That's a classic pickup line. It gets all the ladies. Enfeeble.
Do you have message
Do I?
or sending?
I have sending.
Yeah, so then just send us a message.
Okay. Sure. I am sending you a message.
Well, obviously not right now, but
Do you have sending or message? Then send us a message.
send us a message to make sure it works.
I think message is a cantrip, right? In it, but it's like only wizards I think can learn it, or like wizards and sorcerers. I can't remember.
I don't know. You've got mail.
Or warlock. I had it when I had a warlock.
Do I have message? I don't think so.
All right, but then I'm
I
gonna.
do have message.
You do have message, so you could message him and be like, "Guryev, is that
Get us out of here.
Yeah, we need help. Getting
Fireball.
weird and creepy."
Fireball.
I have a message too. That seems to be a pretty common one amongst us.
Oh, I don't have message. I don't think I can get message.
You can get sending though.
Yeah, I have sending, but I don't have it prepared.
I think they both work both ways though.
Anyways,
I think message is like 100 feet. Sending is wherever, as long as I'm on the same plane as you. I think.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
message would be able to work. So, Guryev stays at the table and just observes, and us three girls will go to the table to talk to those guys.
Oh no, it's any distance and
Should
even
we
other
change like she suggested?
But I'm not changing into my vestments. Those are
planes. Those are holy garments.
those are holy garments that should be treated with respect and honor.
Maybe you should have bought a
Neither of
dress.
those are happening tonight.
Don't know what that means.
She's gonna be like, I only wanted your autograph. I didn't want anything else to happen.
I just wanted to know about your tattoos. They're so lovely.
I love me some good tattoos.
I love
You heard
me
of a
some
groupie.
tattoos. What?
You know what a groupie is.
I don't, and I don't think I want to.
Okay, do you, like, do anything to primp yourself up? Or do you just, like, go over and wear your clothes?
I mess with Khalas's hair and make it look fancy.
Do you leave your
Prestidigitation.
weapons and bags in the room, I guess?
No, I take my weapons.
You've
'cause
got your
I
giant dragon shield that drips.
mean, it's on my back.
Maybe they're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, like, why do I have
Oh,
to change?
I like me.
I'm trying to
who
track-
can fight.
That elf is pretty though. He looks like shh. This is a library.
Shut up!
Shut up.
Go on.
This is a library. This is a place for silence. But yeah, us three girls are gonna go and approach the table.
Oh, so I'm all by myself.
I told you, you sit there and you observe and see their reactions if they act weird. And as backup in case like we need an exit plan. I guess silence maybe would be a good exit plan.
In the meantime, I'm gonna send a message to Rhaegar.
Dear Rhaegar, how are you doing, buddy?
I hope you're still not the butt of a joke.
Hanging in there?
Have you been eaten yet?
Still acting like an asshole.
Still acting like an asshole.
Or I guess, where did Marasha go again?
She went off to go find her tribe people.
South.
Oh.
Yeah, she went south for the winter. Or maybe that's where Rhaegar went. He flew south for the winter.
On
Is
the
it
butt of a
migratory?
demon.
On the butt of a demon. It's a cheap mode of travel. But yeah, so we go and approach them.
Alright. So you make your way through the crowd of tavern goers, and as you're approaching, the dwarf will still watching, listening to what the other two are saying and speaking to them, but he's still watching the table. And as you approach, he'll turn over to them and say something, and once again the gnome will whip around and watch as you get closer, and the elf is super chill, just look over as the three of you get closer.
Also, if anyone asks me for your chairs, I'm gonna say no one's sitting in them.
No one's sitting in them.
Yeah, they can
Is he
sit.
taken? No, it's
I sit down. I need some company.
Yeah, sit down. Stay a while.
and listen.
Listen.
I'm Deckard K.
Yeah,
I was waiting for that.
Stay a while. Listen. No, where are you
I'm
going?
Deckard K.
Come back. I'm so
So
lonely.
you get to the table, and the gnome will scooch his chair over so that it will make enough room for the three of you to just be on one side, and the elf will be the first one to speak up. Hello.
Hello.
What brings you here?
Well, just thought we would offer you a drink and get to know you. I'm very interested in your tattoos. Khalas is super stiff, super awkward.
I don't know my Judas.
Look
I don't
over
understand.
to the elf will look over to the dwarf.
I'm not like other
look
girls.
over to Khalas. Thank you. Are you interested in getting some?
Getting some what? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand.
Some light of the
Slay.
I
tear.
mean, you are interested in the tattoos, right?
Yeah, well, yes, the tattoos, yes. Sorry. That's right. Yes, the tattoos. I'm very interested in them. And they look like lovely, clean lines. Wonderful work. Do you know the artist who did them?
It's a private artist. We have someone who does it, not a public person.
Ah,
So like a friend.
I can get you in if you like. You seem to be interested in ink.
Yes. I think all of us are interested. Like all three of us would love to get
Yeah.
like a.
Oh,
Mhm.
really?
Yeah.
What design are you looking for?
Something that reminds me of
What
the
is-
forest I grew up in.
what do theirs look like again?
What did theirs look like?
I don't remember.
Didn't I say there was a wolf head on one, and then lines that are jagged on the other arm? Anyone take notes on
It just said something sharp, perhaps like a dagger or spikes.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
So
So yeah, I was right in aspect. There's a wolf head on the right arm. It does look like the wolf head has its mouth open, and it has the jaws look like daggers, very sharp. And then on the other side is the barbed lines, not barbed wire, but lines around the whole thing, and then jaggedness around. Roar!
that.
Sure, let's go
You
with
know
that.
what? That.
In that color too, in bright
Do any of them
magenta.
have a glass of water?
They have drinks.
Is there a glass of water on the table?
You look around and there's a glass of water on another table.
Oh, that's no good.
Can't you conjure water? Can someone conjure water?
I can, yes. I will conjure some water and just like swirl it around.
I'm gonna make it red tattoos.
And be like, I was thinking maybe some waves, like maybe a shark with them. I don't know.
The gnome pipes up. That's a cool looking trick you can do. Can you do that with any liquid?
I'm not sure. Definitely works with water. Would you like some ice?
Okay.
I make some ice out of the water. Does he have a drink?
Yeah, he does.
I plop one in his drink.
He'll like pick it up and sniff it, like take a tiny sip. Oh yeah, that's nice.
And wave my hand and use, what is it, prestidigitation, and make a little umbrella and hold it out to him.
You'll like pick it up and like look at it, and with this, like the elf is looking very much not impressed and kind of nudges the gnome. Shut up, this is cool.
Well, I am actually interested in the wolf that you have there as a tattoo. Is that trademarked, or is that something that anyone can just get?
It's specific to just a couple people. I'm not sure
really?
if the artist would appreciate giving it to others.
Oh, like for like a club.
yeah, like a club.
Like
So that sounds
the
really cool.
Brotherhood.
Can I join this club?
Well, I don't know. Do you got the stuff to be a part of it?
What kind of stuff is required?
He'll kind of like look up at his elf friend and down at the gnome that's like still like playing with the umbrella, twirling the ice
That's the
cube in his
best
drink.
party trick ever.
You turn their whole drink to ice.
Let's do Jaeger bombs next.
And he'll turn back to Khalas and say, "Yeah, if you get some rooms here, the three of you."
Well, if we did just get one room.
Oh, you're that kind of group. All right.
I don't
Well-
understand what you mean, but well, I mean, yes, if we're
It's just kind of
comfortable with
looks
We're all
sideways
partners
like
together.
Khalas.
it's like a sleepover every night.
You just kind of elbow her in the side.
Ow! What? I don't understand. What's the issue?
Well, if you manage to get one each, I'm sure we can initiate each one of you into the club tonight, if
And
you'd
what's-
like.
What's the club called?
We'll tell you after we're done. Alright?
Done with what?
The elf will, like, just, like, shake his head. Like, oh my god, this guy. And then the gnome will be like, "Nyeh." Unsure of, like, what to do. Really likes the umbrella. But he's like, alright.
What if we play?
Yeah.
What if we play some card games?
Oh, do you gamble too?
I
Uh,
have.
You seem to know a lot about the nightlife, and yet not a lot about the nightlife.
I mean, yes, I'm very nocturnal. I love to stay up. to the point of exhaustion, and then
Contestant number 1.
Bachelor number 1.
Well, and I like.
Yes.
I think
She
we should
does
have
know what
them-
she likes.
I think we
Yeah,
should have them roll
About it.
roll the dice.
roll the dice.
That'd be fucking
Yeah. Khalas. Hold on. Yes.
great. Very loud whispers.
I send her a message. Get the birthday decorations off the Snuggie.
Oh, right now?
There's 6 of us, isn't there?
That's true. All right.
And the beer.
But Delta, whose birthday is it?
But that's only for birthdays. There's rules to this, you know. Well, first, let's get this party. Party. I know what is perfect, and I'm going to grab the Snuggie out of my bag, find the patch that has the party. Birthday party. I'm gonna rip it off. Our table explodes in confetti falling from the sky. There's a
Balloons.
cupcake. There's balloons. Everyone suddenly has a birthday hat on.
Oh my.
With this,
There's a single cupcake that's like got pink frosting and sprinkles on it. It's got one candle.
A
in it.
single cupcake.
A single cupcake.
Hope you guys are into sharing.
with that, the dwarf and the elf will kind of like jump back as an assortment of party favors explode on the table. They'll pull their drinks away before it knocks them off. The
Khalas. The beer,
The-
too.
gnome will have his mug in his hand, still holding on to the umbrella, and like when it all appears, he'll like get wide-eyed.
So remember
Put
that
it
part
in,
where we
like-
had one warning?
Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! Just super excited about everything, and the dwarf is just kind of like,
I don't have my beer patch. I think I already
You have
used
to
it.
like patch.
I do have the one like patch. I'm going to, I guess, pull the one like patch off as well.
The what patch?
Hand it to the elf.
Which one are you pulling off?
The like patch. It's just a,
Just a Facebook like?
Oh.
It's just a Facebook like.
Oh my god.
Alright, well there goes the birthday patch. Do you have your beer patch?
You know, they thought this was gonna be like an easy dunk for like Lay, and now you guys are just throwing your party and making them think that they made a bad decision.
the gnome was having a great time.
I'll reach into my backpack and pull the beer patch off of my Snuggie and place a beer in front of each of them.
All right, as you hand the like patch to him, you'll hold it out with a big grin on your face, and he'll just like reach out, grab it with his mug still in his hand, like
Reach out and touch it.
he'll look at it. What's this for?
It's a like patch. It's my own invention, and it's just a bright and wonderful moment of cheer and like when you're like something.
So you like me? Is that
Well,
what
yes,
you're
you
trying
seem
to
like
say?
a good fellow. You seem like a really cool guy.
Well,
You're a quality.
You're a quality.
he'll
friend.
get up and like, all right, well, what did you say your name was?
Oh, sorry. How rude of us. My name is Khalas Nahar. This is Delta, my longtime comrade, and this is Gwen. And over there is Grumpy Gus Guryev. He's very intoxicated,
but he has a lot of free alcohol if you're interested.
Oh, I'm pretending that I am asleep on the table.
Oh, okay.
Like as soon as the confetti started raining down, my head went immediately onto the table.
Face desk.
He'll look over at either your friend is dead or he's had a bit too much.
He's probably has. We can go over there later and grab the rest of the alcohol.
Well, anyway, Khalas, I am Feldrin.
What's his name? Hold on. How do you spell that? I gotta add it to my notes.
Bruh.
What? Know people's names?
Yeah, we gotta ask for people's names. It's the bad habit is spreading to the other campaign, you guys. Never ran into children, never asked their names.
This is Gro. He'll point to the dwarf. And, this, happy little fellow, he'll pat his hand on, the gnome's head, and the gnome will, like, reach out and grab the cupcake, and, like, start, like, staring at the colored sprinkles with the candle still lit, like, oh, wow.
You can go ahead and eat that. We can pretend it's your birthday.
This is yours.
Oops.
Seahorse? Seahorse?
It's yours.
Seos.
Seahorse.
Eeyores.
Eeyores. Seahorse.
And,
Seahorse.
Khalas, if you are interested in this club, I can take you upstairs to your room and show you some methods of gaining entry into it. Gro, would you like to accompany one of these women to one of the rooms?
But how are we
Sit
supposed to
back
play
and
our
say-
game?
We only have one room.
Yeah, we only have one room. And how are we supposed to play our card game? If we already start splitting up.
So loud.
Oh, sorry. Ice machine.
We'll get to the card game. We'll discuss strategies in between the rooms, and then we'll come together into one room and play some games.
Oh man. I don't like where this is going for Khalas. Khalas, pull out now! This is your conscience speaking.
Is that you, Tyr?
Yes! Don't do this! But they just want to play games. It's fine. Besides, maybe I could get them to convert, and then like it'd be fine to like have a boyfriend who also worships Tyr.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
I'm 25. I should be allowed to have a boyfriend by now.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
So he'll offer.
Vastid would be fine.
Feldrin will offer his slender hand to Khalas.
I guess I'm gonna look at the other girls and be like.
Also just shrugs at Khalas.
Like, do I go with him? Is this fine? Okay. Well, I can person.
You're breaking up. What was that?
Okay. I'm just trying to think. Look,
I did not catch.
this collective.
You're like going in and out. I can't. I hear every other syllable.
Yeah,
Okay, is this better?
slightly.
How about
Slightly.
No.
can you hear me when I talk?
Sorta.
A little bit. Kind of gets robotic.
Don't want to know. Robotic.
Oh wait, you're starting to sound a little bit better. Talk
Okay.
again.
Yeah, I think it's
80s
just our.
robot.
Okay, you're both sounding better.
Okay, I think it was just like internet
Okay.
doing internet stuff.
Darn internet.
Dang internet. Okay, so Khalas getting like a shrug from Delta, and Gwen look like when I'm like kind of looking like, hey, do I go? Do I and keep him here?
I'm
You're asking-
trying to decide if Gwen is like catching like as naive as you are, or like your character, or I don't know that much about I don't know that about my character. Like, is she naive or does
Well,
she know?
Khalas is
Well,
asking.
but you also have a check of memories.
Oh, that's true.
Khalas
Yeah.
is asking the druid who has spent most of her life secluded in a forest with another
Yeah.
woman.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's probably fine. So I'm
All right.
I'm gonna shrug at you.
I guess I'll go up with him then and be like, okay, I guess I'll see you guys in a little bit. It's really hard to just play a card game with just like two people.
Maybe he's gonna teach
it's
you a
okay.
new one.
We'll talk about it and then get together and see what we can do
Oh.
after that.
I do, before I go, I want to be like, Delta, can I borrow the die?
Sure.
What die? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna grab the die. I'm gonna grab the Delta and
I give it to her out of my bag.
put it in my pocket.
You roll it into your pocket?
No.
Okay. So Guryev, your head is down on the table, so you can't see as this tall, muscular elf leads Khalas up the stairs on the opposite side of the tavern. Gro will look over to Gwyn and say, well, it seems that Sios might be interested in your friend. Are you thinking of having a night together?
To play games?
Yeah, games are involved.
Oh. Okay, I guess.
And he'll get off the stool, finish his drink, and then head up following Feldrin and Khalas. And Sios will look over at Delta and say, what else can you do?
He's already eaten the cupcake.
I sit down across from him.
His face is just covered in, what was the color of frosting?
Pink.
Yeah, bright
Pink frosting
pink
with a whole bunch
frosting
of
just all over his
sprinkles,
face.
rainbow sprinkles in it.
I
You can
will
kind of see the candle sticking out, still lit, as if it's like a cigar, but he's just up in his face.
Cast sleep.
I'm gonna reach in and pull the blue porcelain cat figurine off of my Snuggie and set it in front of him.
Oh,
And
blue is my favorite color.
it is pretty good, isn't it?
Oh yeah. It's like the color of the ocean.
I name these small. Hang on. I had one other idea.
And your
No, these are
your skin, it flows like the ocean as well. That's so cool.
Why, thank you. He said he's a gnome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now he's
I
a
will-
turtle.
I'll also give him the back scratcher off my Snuggie. I'll just like pull it off and hand it to him, and see if he knows what to do with it.
He'll kind of like look at it and says, "I haven't seen one of these in so long." Ah. Just starts using it. Oh yeah, God, the spot I can't reach. Okay, well,
You're chaperoning a toddler right now.
Oh my gosh. The back scratcher specifically, like the description of the back scratcher.
I know, that's why I asked. He was a gnome, right?
This amazing item is handcrafted by the laziest gnomes. This gnome knows quality.
okay, but we won't get like graphic at all. But what's the point where Khalas and Gwen are like, this is not what they said it was?
As soon as we enter the room, I'm gonna be like, all right. Before we get to the game, we have to see who goes first. So you go first, and I'm gonna hand him the die.
Okay.
Oh boy.
He rolls a 20.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay. He'll like look at it like, oh, whatever. Like, I don't care. Let's just get this over with. And he'll like toss it on the floor. And
Certain death.
oh. Okay.
He dies. Oh no! Whoops.
Oh no, how unexpected.
And he'll toss it, and this image appears on top of the die,
Oh, he's well rested.
and you look at him, and he's just like, oh.
Is he orgasming? What is going on?
He's just like, you instantly see bags under his eyes, and then he just like slumps over, like, oh, what? I'm just gonna.
Oh wow, you don't look too good. Are you okay? Let's let's have you rest.
This is a date rape. Jesus. You roofied him.
I'm going
Yeah,
to
yeah.
lead him to the bed. I'll pick him up actually and carry him, even though I'm sure he's huge. I'm gonna pick him up as fast as I can in like both my arms and carry him to the bed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lie down for a sec.
That sounds good. Yes, you don't look great.
As soon as he hits the bed, he's just out cold. He's super tired. And
All right.
And then he handed to the
He starts snoring.
I immediately
Hand it
pick
to
up the
the dwarf.
dice, put
Your
it back
turn.
in my bag, and I'll be like,
Okay. I wasn't hoping for that. I was hoping for something else, but that's fine. I will tie him up. That's something I will
That's
do.
a thing to
Oh
do.
my gosh.
Let's see, what would Guryev do if he was here? He would tie him up.
and I'm gonna tie him up. I'm gonna bound his hands.
I would say like every so often, Guryev's gonna like peek up and see if he sees them still in the corner. I'd say like the first.
Delta sitting across from the gnome.
Everyone else is gone.
He's like clapping his
Kicking
hands.
between
and,
them. And the gnome is scratching his back with a back scratcher.
I'd like to imagine his nose.
Face covered
Yeah,
in
he's
frosting.
scratching, and he's like
Or-
foot's like.
Or actually, I'll send a message. And I'll send it to Khalas, and I'll say, I am pretending to be asleep. How is it going?
I had the guy roll the die and he passed out. I'm binding him right now.
And maybe we can kidnap him.
Sounds like a successful night.
What do
I have taught you well. I just like to silence people. You like to tie them up and take them to your slave dungeon.
I don't have a slave. Nobody said anything about slaves.
Well, you can only reply to me. I haven't sent another one. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, help!
I will get up and I'll put the cask of wine back in the bag and head up to the room.
Okay. Gwen, at what point do you realize that this is not what's going to happen? What they said it was?
Does Gwen have any idea what it was going to be in the first place?
Well, I mean, like, they're going to
play a game.
I think Gwen was like...
he's gonna get really close pretty fast and, like, feel you.
No.
Yeah, that's probably me. That's probably like, I don't know what you're doing, but this is not a game.
Yes, it's the most. Everyone wants to play this game. Everyone's trying to get some game on, if you know what I mean. Just relax. It'll all be fun. Is that
I think I need to check on my.
Yeah, the neighbors.
I'm like,
well, I mean, like in the game. In
I need-
Gwen's head, these alarm bells
Yeah.
are going off.
Yeah, I'm like, hold that thought. I need to go check on something real fast, and I'm gonna dart for the door.
on.
Yeah,
Just be fast.
and I want to go check on Khalas so I can get Khalas's help or input.
Okay.
Who comes to the first?
I'll say you show up in the hall at the same time, and like you see each other heading towards the door.
Do I see him following her?
No, it's just her in the hallway.
And as she goes, I'll say, "Go see if Delta needs help," and then I'll go into the door.
Gwen, do you go downstairs or do you
Khalas is. Did I see her in the hallway or?
No, Khalas is in the room. In your room. The
in my
dwarf
room?
took you to a separate room.
Oh, then I'm gonna follow Khalas. Cause that's what I was going for.
Knock on the
So you'll
door
go
then.
to your adjoined or your collective room.
Yeah.
Okay, so Guryev tells you to go downstairs, and you just go into the room that you're all there. And you you open the door, and you see like a panicked Khalas with a tied up elf sleeping on the bed and not making any like moves to get out. He's just out cold.
Every now and then I keep checking for pulse.
You don't need to make a medicine check, but yeah, you do.
Just make sure he's still breathing.
You can hear him breathing. He's snoring pretty loud.
Oh, okay. Wow, such a pretty elf. He's very noisy and sleeping.
I asked, what happened? And something strange is going on in the other room.
I guess. Close the door and let's lock the door. If
Okay.
he knocks, then he'll make loud noises or something. I don't know. I made him roll the die, the magic cursey die, and he rolled a 3, and I guess 3 is sleep.
He rolled the bed.
He rolled
Or
It's the 2 points of exhaustion.
Or it's the 2 points of exhaustion. He just suddenly looked very, very tired and started just going down. I helped him to bed, And now I'm tying him up because I don't know how long this lasts and need somebody to question. And he seems like a nice fellow. He seems rather chill. So I'm sure he'd be the one that would be the least offended about being captured.
Yeah, maybe he can.
Do you have the sleep spell?
You know what? I might. Let me just double check. I don't believe I have it. I take that back. I thought it was maybe a new one that I had recently learned, but no, I do not have a sleep spell.
Are you able to contact the other two downstairs to see if they might be
can.
able to cast sleep?
Yes, I
Because
can.
I think we just need to put the other dwarf to sleep.
The other two?
Okay.
Guryev is in the room with you.
Is he? I thought he went downstairs to see what Delta was doing.
I went up the stairs, and as I was going up, Gwen was coming out of the other room.
Uh-huh.
So you're in the room with the elf, and
Yeah.
she was in a room with the dwarf.
Yeah.
Amanda is downstairs, or Delta is downstairs with the gnome. She ran away. I guess the guy never chased.
No,
Or-
she told him she had to check on something.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So she came into my room.
And I told her to go downstairs to check on her, but she went to the
Oh,
room
so
with
both of you are in the room.
Well, she went into the room with you, so I mean, if she ran away and the door is closed to the other room, then I guess I'll go in with you.
Oh, okay. So you also come into the room.
Yeah.
So you're like, do you have sleep? Probably not. No.
I can banish him.
No. We need him.
We might need him. Can either of you contact Delta to see if she can cast sleep on the dwarf? I think he's going to be the one that would be the most troublesome and least cooperative.
I can message her. Send a message. Woo. I've messaged you. She's within 120 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I message her. Delta.
Sleep.
We need you upstairs. Do you have a sleep spell?
Yes,
We need you to.
I do. I'm a little busy at the moment.
Well, we need you to be unbusy because this is kind of a dire situation.
I'm gonna say, Hilda, you should see if the gnome wants to see a magic trick and tell him to let it happen, and then put him to sleep and come upstairs.
There you go. Did you send her that message, or did you want me to tell her?
I sent it.
Okay, I was gonna say, I know you have message.
Am I?
So you get the sending thing. You can reply
How
if you want.
much?
No.
20 feet. So it potentially would hit me. It's fine.
Would it hit you, or but like,
Points of creatures
Yeah,
within
so
20
when you
feet of a
choose-
point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. So there's no guarantee that it would be hit.
ascending? Choose a
So
range.
lowest hit points to highest hit points.
You don't have sleep prepared. Also.
I don't. It doesn't look to me like I have anything prepared, honestly. Would
Well,
this.
Do the red dots mean that you have them prepared?
Well, I can't see any of the red dots on here at the moment.
Oh, okay.
What happens if you click on something? What happens if you click on one of the dots?
Nothing. Sorry, I have like a dark mode skin on it, and it's not made for Roll20. It's just kind of a generic one.
Okay. You have comprehend language, detect magic, identify, witch bolt, fog cloud, magic aura, destroy water, detect thoughts, misty step, scorching ray, spider climb, suggestion, gaseous form, remove curse, and breathing water. Water breathing.
Suggestion. Let's go
I mean, why do I need to go upstairs if I can't actually sleep anybody?
You know, I have polymorph. I could always turn the dwarf into something. And I have yeah. Let me read through it to see what my limitations are, since it's a new one for me.
Any beast challenge rating equal or lower than the target.
Okay, well, we want something small if I'm going to change him into something.
I mean, really
Any
only need one.
suggestions from the group? I could totally change him. Use polymorph on him. What should I change him into? Maybe a mouse? Something small?
Maybe into a.
Do we really need all three of them? I think we can just take the one.
We don't want the dwarf showing up. I guess how about you go downstairs and Gwen and I will interrogate the elf when he comes to, and maybe the dwarf will go downstairs.
I think the elf will be preoccupied for quite a while.
That's fine, because he's tied up and contained.
Yes.
But if you go downstairs to
I say that the
Delta and maybe get more information from the gnome.
I mean, from what I heard, it sounds like he is a child. I think you should just go with Wynn and go talk to the other guy. You can hold the person and tie him up.
I'm also going to remove the elf's shoes and shirt.
For scientific reasons.
For scientific reasons. No.
Why not his pants?
And unbutton his
Because I don't know if
trousers.
he's wearing underwear.
Well, you don't have to take them off, you can just unbutton them.
But I want to examine the see if he has any other tattoos on him.
Okay. All right. You take off his shirt. And see, with some you have to untie his hands because you tie his hands, and then you have to take off his shirt to that. But with some difficulty, you manage to get it all off, and you see his rippling chest. He's got quite the 8-pack going. Muscular elf. It looks very hot, and then you hear his snore again, like.
Like,
Just
he must have some really bad
Sounds like a
allergies.
dying animal.
Yeah, not very graceful. Don't elves sleep for like 4 hours? So we don't have that long.
But you look him. You make an investigation check this.
Okay. I was gonna say I'd probably just rip his shirt off without untying him, and then I will mend it. Because I never get to use mending, and I always want to. So I'll just make a reason to mend it. But investigation. 2. I'm too distracted.
You're just like, what? Wait, what am I looking for? I don't care. You're just like looking him up and down.
For a while.
You're looking him up and down, and then Gwen's like, "What are you looking for?" And you're like, "Looking for?"
What? I'm sorry. What? Why are you here? Did you question the door?
You don't see any tattoos on this guy. He's completely clean.
Just the one? Or he doesn't have any?
He doesn't have any. It was the dwarf that had those.
The dwarf is the one. Well, the dwarf is the one that has the tattoo that Demetrius has. So I think the dwarf is the one that we need to talk to.
Okay, well, he's still waiting for me. I told him I'd be right back. So we should probably get back to the other room. Be aware, he's pretty handsy.
I wish that was on camera. Your eyes went so huge.
Khalas's eyes get really huge.
Alright. Okay. What we'll do is you'll go in and I'll go in and I will make some comment about the elf getting tired really quickly and was no fun. We didn't get to play any games for very long. And as you distract him, I will cast Hold Person, and then we will question him
Okay.
about Demetrius and the missing woman. Does that sound like a plan?
That sounds like a plan.
Okay, let's. Whew, okay. Tyr, I know what I'm doing. What we're doing right now is very against code. What everything I was taught and what Vasid said, and the father and be on our side, please. And I follow Gwen out to the other room to go be in the dwarf's room.
Alright, Guryev, what do? You just wait in the elf's room?
Don't touch him.
Yeah, I'll just wait.
Only I'm allowed to touch him.
I'm gonna while the elf is tied up and sleeping, but he's still shirtless and shoeless, he just has his pants on, I am going to kiss his cheek. But I'm gonna put
Ooh, scandalous.
I'm gonna I don't know if I have any kind of I have chalk. Yeah, I'm gonna get chalk and kind of get it wet and then apply it to my lips like it's a rouge. And I'm gonna just leave that marking on his cheek. And then I'll also put some chalk on my hand and leave handprints on his chest. So at least he
So it looks like you took
thinks
advantage
I don't
of.
know. I guess. I'm not sure what he was expecting, but
Okay.
and
So-
I'll also leave a card. I'll leave a card in case he wakes up before we get to him. I'll leave a card. What if may blank be with you? And I'm gonna write, may my thoughts or may my image be with you. And I'll sign a little. I'll sign a Khalas with a little winky face, I guess. And I'll just leave that next to the bed where he can see it if he wakes up. And then I'll go follow Gwen.
Okay. Guryev, what do you do?
Well, confoundedly, as she does this, and then just sit down in a chair in the room and wait for another commotion.
You're gonna put the hood on and hold your knife and just sit
Yeah.
just watching him sleep.
Yep.
We know what you did.
Delta, what are you doing? You get these messages, but what do you do in response? You just continue entertaining the gnome?
Well, I would either reply or message, I think it was Gwen, and just be like, I don't have sleep prepared, so I don't know that I'd be much help, and I don't think you want another one of them meddling around. So I'm just gonna keep him busy.
That sounds good.
And so I just sit there chilling with the gnome. I get out my
Chilling. Get it?
deck of cards and we just kind of casually talk, and occasionally I'll ask a question about the tattoos or the club that the dwarf was talking about,
Okay.
to see if he knows anything, but kind of just not insistently, just kind of occasionally, it's interesting, but also it's not super interesting. You know what I mean?
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Advantage. Yes!
Ooh, nice. Okay, so you're trying to chat up this gnome. The information you get from him, he's pretty distracted by the magic tricks that you're doing to actually pay attention to whatever conversation is going on. But he will divulge that he isn't a part of the dwarves club. He doesn't know anywhere like where the tattoo was given or who else is in the club. He talks about how like it's only like 2 people that have those tattoos, and with that crit, he does say Demetrius, the name, but he doesn't really go into like anything else with that. But yeah, you gather that he's part of an exclusive group that Gnome is not a part of. Okay, so
I teach him how to play slapjack.
he's very excited
And after
to
that,
slap
war.
I thought you might be. That's why I chose that.
He seems like a nice fellow. He seems like he's having a good time.
Alright, so Gwyn and Khalas, you exit the room. As you do, you see the half-orc that was making a statement at your table. He's got a lady over his shoulder, and she's like giggling and kicking her feet and laughing, and he's just like and they go around into a room out of sight, and then you go back to the room that the dwarf was in.
Yeah.
You open it up, and on the bed the dwarf is just like laying down with his hands on his head, and he is just nude. Like, he's got no clothing on, and he's ready. He's been ready and waiting for a little bit.
Literally.
Oh my gosh.
And he'll look over as the door opens, and they'll say, "Oh, did is Feldrin done already? More the merrier."
Immediately, like, try and avert my gaze and be like, yes, he fell asleep rather quickly, and we barely got to play one game.
Oh, well, that's a great story for next time. All right, well, come on over. I'm not shy for another one.
Gwyn could be like, "You want to see my snake?"
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna lock the door as Gwen, I guess, enters the
Do you
room.
further go into the room with this naked dwarf?
I go in far enough to let Khalas in behind me.
Alright, and then you lock the door.
I lock the door.
He'll like turn, and so his legs are dangling over the bed, and it's like, alright, your turn.
Alright, well, let's make this more fun since there's 2 of us. And I cast Hold Person as a level 3.
Okay, well, that the higher the level is, the more people. It doesn't make it stronger. So you.
You have to level
Well,
up.
then I'll cast it as a level, the normal level, and level 2.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wisdom.
Yes.
You don't even have to say the save. He lost.
Okay. Sweet. Thank Tier.
So he is just sitting there, legs over, just like ready, presenting himself. Can't move.
Try and, like,
That wasn't quite what he had in mind when he thought of hold person.
I'm going.
Hold these nuts.
I'm going to approach him and again kind of try and like just avert my eyes, and I'm going to grab the blanket off the bed and just kind of cover him around his waist.
Like try to suffocate him like he's with a pillow. I just want to ask you questions.
And I'm gonna like, let's play a game of
Truth or death?
truth or dare.
Truth or death?
Dare you to tell me all the information you know about Demetrius.
What you didn't know is this is his kink.
He should be able to.
Is that all you got is hold person?
Whole person should still be able to talk, right?
No,
No,
it's paralyzed.
They're completely restrained.
Oh.
You're gonna have to tie him up and then coerce him.
All right, yeah, I
So
guess
we need to
we'll
find
try-
something to tie him up with. We could maybe use the bedding, like use sheets off the bed.
Do you have any
If we
rope?
don't have, or do we have rope?
You should have rope.
Khalas said
Ah,
she
yes,
left her
but-
stuff in the.
I have
Wait,
all.
let's check my bags.
I have all of the rope.
You didn't have my rope.
Hey,
I have like
Alright.
80 feet of rope,
I,
or 200.
You
200.
have
I
like
have 200 feet of rope. on me.
Mirachas.
I have my rope.
Okay.
I,
I mean,
kept a lot of my stuff in my
I'm always
pack.
I'm always a message away.
Well, you can. I'm guessing the both of you are going to try. So, one of you make a sleight of hand with advantage to see how fast you can tie him up.
By the
I'll leave
hand
it to you.
with advantage. Okay. Just like with advantage. Is that good? That was not that great. Is it okay? Is it good enough?
High score? Is that bad?
So you're having quite a lot of trouble. Just like get him, and he's in a position that like isn't really easy to move his
Very
arms.
exposed.
He's got the thing over his chest or his groin, the blanket, but you have some difficulty. And after about 20 seconds, he moves and gets out of your hold person.
Damn it.
Since every 6 seconds he can make another wisdom saving throw and break it. He will. He'll make a swing at Delta, I guess, since she's or no, not Delta, Gwyn, since she's the one trying to tie him up. What's your AC?
12.
Well,
Okay.
are you wearing your armor?
We changed back.
Okay. Well, but I mean, with this whole cruise, are they?
I don't have armor. I'm wearing like leather, like soft leather armor.
That's
Doesn't have
armor.
much. Well, yeah, it's armor, but
Okay.
I'm wearing whatever I was wearing downstairs, and I'm assuming I was wearing my armor downstairs.
Okay. So he will reach around and punch
Oh, man.
Gwyn in the face, and you take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Are they like in a room next to us, or next to me, or how far away?
Yeah.
No, it's like a little
see-
bit down the hall and across the hall as well.
I'm gonna cast hold person.
Okay.
And then we'll like
No, he did not make that one.
Gwen, message
Okay.
and I'm gonna
Can I-
try and help but I think it's just me since Gwen's messaging. I'm gonna try and tie him up with the whatever stuff. Oh, Jesus. That's not great.
But he's paralyzed, so I thought you had advantage.
Oh, do I have advantage because he's paralyzed?
No, this isn't like...
Why
this
did
is like
Gwyn
your
have
tying skills. Gwyn had advantage because you were both attempting to do it. So, like, one of you is helping.
Oh, I see.
So, Gwyn, you took 4 damage as he punches you. What do you do after that?
Give me a second. First, of course, I don't have it. I was gonna say I entangle him, but I don't have it.
Message.
Yeah.
Guryev.
I'm thinking I message Guryev because my other things are either not helpful or way over the top.
Okay, so she spends her turn sending a message, casting a cantrip. So that 7 is... there's no advantage on that.
Yeah.
So you, like, are fumbling, trying to get him tied up again, when only 6 seconds later, this time, as soon as Gwyn sends the message, he bursts out again, and he'll take a swing at Khalas now. What's your AC since you left your shield in the room?
Let me see here. So I should have removed a shield. Where the hell is my shield?
Yeah, it's +2.
Oh, it adds +2? I don't even know if it's adding it. That's a thing. Oh, I did remove it. Let me make sure. I only 19 with the shield, so it's 16 without the shield.
Okay. So
You have +1 shield.
he goes up and punches you in the gut, but your armor like deflects his blow and barely feel it at all. And
Should I attack him?
oops, sorry.
Oh, I'm going to, I guess, attack him with
Your shield.
my shield. No, where is it? Oh, Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Because it's like a re-attack.
Regardless if you take the damage or not, get hit or not.
Let me see here.
I believe so.
It's getting weird when I try and look at it.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Reaction. When you take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of me that I can see. So if he tried to hit me and he hit me and I took damage.
But you didn't take damage. He hit your armor. He rolled a 15.
Oh,
16.
okay, I see. Okay.
So you did
Never
not
mind.
take damage.
You can't do that. And I guess I'm gonna try and grapple him. I'm gonna try and grapple this naked dwarf. And try and restrain him until Guryev shows up. This is going well.
This might
This
be
is-
the most ridiculous
Like,
session.
When they said, "Do you want some action?" I don't know if this is what they meant. So make an athletics to try and grapple.
Okay.
He rolled really well. He got a 22. So
That rolled good for me.
you pull, like, go at his arms trying to pull him, and he just like shrugs you off. And he'll like see that like he can tell that you can cast magic because you cast Hold Person on him twice, and he'll make a bolt for the door. It's about 10 feet from the bed.
Shit. I am going to.
Is it my turn yet?
Yeah, can she go?
Is Guryev there yet?
Yeah.
I would
No.
think it would take me about 10 seconds to get down the hallway, so 2 more turns. Or 1 more turn after this.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say.
So he'll start running for the door. Gwyn, what would you like to do?
I would like to cast a spell.
Let's just get initiative in here. Since this isn't really combat, but
No, but it helps.
yeah.
I mean, you kind of had an order already.
Yeah, but a new challenger approaches.
And Guryev, do you need to roll in?
Yeah, probably. Even though I'm not there yet, but yeah.
Yeah.
So it would be like Gwen, right? Would be next.
Oh. Hold on.
You're in there.
Okay. I have a 7 period.
And let's do that. Okay. Alright, so he's making a run for the door. Gwyn, it's your turn.
And to try to stop him, I try out a new spell, hoping it will work. And against someone who is unwilling, where is it? Right here. An unwilling creature must make a wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect.
What do you turn him into? He failed.
A frog.
A frog? You should have done a parrot.
A frog has no
Why?
effective attacks.
What a parrot.
That's what it says right here. A frog has no effective attacks, which means he can't attack us even in this form, and we could just like get him.
Get him!
Yeah. Hold on to him until he turns back, or can I turn him back? Does that work?
So naked, though.
Yep, we got a naked frog.
You're gonna hold on to him until he turns back into a person.
How long
He
does
turns into like
Probably more lasts an hour.
It lasts an hour.
Until it takes damage. Yeah, or
I mean,
she
I'm
drops
sure
it.
she can dismiss it.
yeah, because it says
I don't know.
concentration.
If she can speak to animals, she might be able to talk to it.
Oh.
And
Yeah, can you speak to the frog once you turn him into a frog?
You'd have to cast Speak with Animals.
Oh,
Yes.
and I do have speak with animals primed,
I
so
think we have plenty of room for that. So I would say that, like, a little bit after this happens, I'd walk in the door with the staff ready. Have you caught the frog?
Well, it just turned in. Like we're still in like this order. So
Okay.
you are heading down the hall.
Yep.
Khalas, the dwarf, with his naked butt going towards the door, just.
Try and catch that frog.
It'll like do really sad jumps towards the door.
Okay. I'm gonna like grab the. Are there pillowcases on the pillows?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's-
I'm gonna grab the pillowcase and put the frog in the pillowcase.
Okay.
And be like, ew, 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 oh, why is it slimy?
Naked.
Oh.
Naked.
well, at least he didn't get away.
That's true, but now how do we question him? Can you talk to him?
Well,
I can.
make a acrobatics. You still have to catch him. Like he's still.
Oh,
You have to
I thought I
contest his.
23.
Does he have frog? That's
23!
Yeah, he does have frog stats. But
Yes.
he rolled a very low number.
he rolled a very low natural 20.
He rolled 20 less than what you got.
We rolled a 3. Nice.
So you catch this frog, this dwarf frog, and I guess that's it for that.
Guryev
Very
busts
short
in.
initiative.
Alright, who needs their ass whooped? I am here to bring the
I would
pain
actually,
and
I would actually walk in calmly, but then see the frog and be like, okay,
Things did not go according to plan, but we improvised. So we have a frog who is the dwarf, but how do we restrain him to end?
well, can you talk to frogs?
I believe that is covered under what I can do.
Okay.
I believe I can speak to him. Let me give it a try.
Alright. I would like to see.
Question. It doesn't say concentration at all for this one. So I should still be able to concentrate on him being a frog and talk to him at the same time, right?
Yeah. You just
Okay.
can't cast another concentration spell.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to try to talk to him.
I just want you to
Like, so I'm sorry about this. And I just
I just
have
want. Wait,
So he's still in the pillowcase, right?
yes.
So how are you doing this?
Talk-
Are you opening it up and like talking to him like that?
I would have
I don't want him to jump out, so I'm gonna talk to him through the pillowcase.
Through the pillowcase, okay.
Yes. Because I mean, what if he jumps out and then we have to like chase him and try to catch him again?
I think that Khalas has strong hands. She can hold him.
I don't want to kill him though.
Just hold him,
Okay.
and then
Like, hold him?
yeah, just like hold him. Just hold him. Or if you want to, you can like wrap the blanket around him so that it is holding him and you are holding it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and like burrito him out of.
England, like let me look at him, and then then if you would translate for me, that would be appreciated.
His attempt to get out of the grasp was much worse than the first time.
Gwen, if you could so kindly tell him that if he continues to struggle, I will send him to a demi-plane of the Raven, where he will never come back and will be ever tortured by images of death and decay.
Yeah. And can he understand us in English? Like, or not English, in common or whatever it is we're speaking to him?
No, he's a frog. He only understands frog.
He only understands
So
frog.
you have to translate for
Okay.
him.
Okay, I wasn't sure if, like, it was just to understand him. I have to... Okay. So I translate all of that, which he said. Does he stop struggling?
No.
You really need to stop struggling. He's not joking. He doesn't joke about things like that.
How many hit points does he have?
What, do you want to kill
He
him?
has armor class 11. And he has hit points 1.
Oh,
Yeah, don't attack him.
It
One
says
hit point.
1d4 minus 1. In
oh yeah.
French.
So roll that. Roll that. What do you get? I mean, you wouldn't actually. So he has 4. He has 3 hit points. Then we wouldn't know that. I don't think that. I'm gonna flick him.
Be gentle. We don't want to kill him. We need to ask him questions. Okay,
Well, hold on.
that's a
Let's
good
Do you
see.
actually do that?
No, I'm not going to.
Okay. Because it's a 1 plus your strength modifier. It's unarmed
Well,
strike.
joke's on you. I don't have any strength.
Alright, so it'd be a 1.
I think my strength is 11 with a plus 0.
Alright. Okay,
Um,
well,
but no.
this frog is not happy with his current situation. Still trying to get out of the grasp of the wrapped blankets. Doing a very bad job of it.
Mhm.
Listen, we just want to ask you some questions. Can you
Yeah.
translate that?
Yeah, we just want to ask you some questions. In particular about your tattoo and others who might have this tattoo. It is very important. And I will change you back to a man if you cooperate. And I tell them what I told him.
So there's the frog burrito.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good frog burrito.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Yes.
Oh.
I mean, that's a giant frog head in a pillowcase, if that's a normal pillowcase size.
I love it.
I mean, it would be like, I guess we would have, I don't know, there'd be more pillowcase, but
Right, but it's fine. Great.
And
all right.
next time we find out what he says.
Are you ready to be done? Is that your cue to be like, I'm done?
Soon-ish.
Okay, well,
I mean, it works for me. I'm
I was-
getting a migraine. So
from all that concentration on polymorph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out what happens on the next time, which will be in 2 weeks.
how will he
Aw.
respond?
Oh.
I want to know how he responds.
And downstairs,
And what
Delta's
happens
playing
to the-
slapjack with a gnome.
And what happens to the elf?
Because nobody has seen fit to tell her what the hell is going on.
He's having a good time, you know? And that gnome is having a great time.
Ah,